Yo, 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 what's going on, family? Can you hear me, brother? You on mute.
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm on another call. Go. I'm waiting on everybody.
Let's go, man. Bulldog University, man. Everything we talk about is historical conversations from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. All entertainment purposes only. Nothing we say will be used for illegal purposes. What y'all got going on, man? On this goddamn Tuesday night. Bulldog University coming at you with another one. GB, you in here with me, brother? What we talking about today, man? JOCKO and Queen of Heart versus Honeybunch and Redboy. Who in here with me? Yo, yo. Anybody in here with me? Who on mute? Let's go. Take off. Bulldog, you, baby. Let's speak on it, man. Everybody make sure y'all checking them chain spots, keeping that yard clean, keeping everything running smoothly. Got your Bulldogs looking good, getting ready for this winter. You know, is it hunting season where you from? Because it's hunting season where I'm from.
Hey,
Hey,
what up?
what going on, family? Big
I
Saw.
can't call it, man. I'm spoiling, man. Salute to everybody in the chizat. What it do, Steve, man? What's the show about today, man?
I don't know, man. I see at the top we got old Jocko and Queen of Hearts versus old Red Boy and Honey Bunch.
Oh shit, I'm taking Red Boy and Honey Bunch. I'm gonna piss some niggas off.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hardly you ain't wrong. You ain't
Yeah, it
wrong.
ain't no
You
right
feel
or
it the way
wrong.
you feel it. Yeah, nah, ain't nobody
Ain't no
wrong.
right or wrong. That's a fact, Jack.
What we got going on in the
Who we got
comments,
on the
man?
panel? Who on the
We got
panel?
Washington GB. That's game breaker, breaker, breaker. St. Louis gang breaker.
Breaker 19.
Breaker just up here, man. What's on big fella on another call?
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, game breaker Rest Haven and get on up there, man. Where my bro at, man? Where
Yes,
is
sir,
my
man. Hey, man,
bro?
y'all get this goddamn thing cooking up, man. You gonna get it cooking? Let's cook it. You know.
Yeah, man. How we gonna start it off, man? I'm
I was just
taking
saying
Red
though.
Boy. I'm taking Red Boy and Honeybunch, man. They proven producers. You know, some of the best bulldogs that ever graced this planet, man. Came from them two dogs, man, and
I don't
even the
doubt about it.
lineage after them dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't doubt about it.
shit, Red Boy still going to this day. So I mean,
Oh
shit,
yeah,
it's
oh yeah.
self-explanatory,
Motherfuckers
man.
trying to recreate it, boy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Inbred, and some more. And still doing the same thing it was born that it was already doing.
Yeah, getting better. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Look at
Yes,
all of
sir.
the great sons that came down from Red Boy that's still prevalent, relevant. You know what I mean?
You better motherfucker believe it. You better believe it. What is it? M1 in here? What's up, my brother?
What's going down? How y'all doing?
Man,
Macalea
we
One, what's up, man?
What's
Macalea
happening? What's
One,
happening?
what's up, man?
Shit, man, chilling. How y'all be?
hey, man, another great day.
Y'all
Still
good?
here. I can't
Yeah,
damn.
Oh
I
man.
yeah.
can't complain.
Oh yeah.
Any day above ground, and ain't no flowers growing out your ass, it's a good day.
I heard that. I heard
Yes,
that. What y'all
sir.
talking on?
I don't know about city. We
Who,
got a topic of the JOCKO and Queen of Hearts against
who you
Redboy
like?
and Honeybunch.
You
I
say what
already know
about
what the
Queen
big
Heart?
fella gonna say.
It's
You say what?
JOCKO
I
and
couldn't
Queen of
hear you, brother.
Hearts. It's JOCKO and Queen of Hearts versus Redboy and Honeybunch.
Jocko and Queen of Hearts.
Uh huh.
That's who
Versus
you
Mm.
taking.
Redboy and Honeybunch.
Red Boy and Honey Bunch, man.
Oh, that's who you taking, Red Boy
Yeah,
Honey Bun.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
leaning that way
I
too.
love that Honey Bunch. That Honey Bunch shit. That bitch
Man,
shit.
I'm gonna make the big fella mad with this one though, but I'm gonna say this.
I'm leaning that way.
Like my guy Mac say, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Shit, Red Boy made Jocko. If it wasn't for
I don't
Red
know.
Boy, I'm just trying to sauce the thing up a little bit. Come on, lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to sauce it up a little tad. You know what I mean? You know,
Damn
I
right.
think
Go and play devil
I
advocate.
think the
Shit.
Jocko needed. I think Jocko needed Red Boy, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Jocko had it all though. He had it all except for maybe the gameless thing was into play. Because he was a finisher. You get what I'm saying? So if he had to go to the well, he was gonna need Red Boy on that back end. You dig what I'm saying? And wasn't it Queen of Hearts that didn't start up at first? Or was that Honey Bunch?
I don't know
Anybody
nothing
know?
about that.
Oh,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know. I ain't gonna speak on. I know
Mhm.
both of them was bad. Two bad bitches. I know that
Yeah.
for
Nah, cause
sure.
one of them didn't start up. They put it back on the chain and then waited. I don't know. There's one of
I
them,
don't
Honey
know.
Bunch or Queen of Hearts, one of them.
I
I want to
don't
say
know.
Honey Bunch though. But yeah, I'm taking
I don't know. They say
Red Boy to
they
come
say they say nothing never scratched back into 100 bucks.
to Honey Bunch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They say nothing never scratched back into it now.
That's a good thing.
Damn
And
right it
then,
is. What's up, cannabis
yeah,
cowboy?
Red Boy, he gonna scratch all night.
All
Even
night
on an
long,
all-night flight. On an
all night,
all-night flight.
motherfucker long, man.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
So
hey, so what duo you going with, Big Saw?
I'm going with the red man and the honey and red,
Honey and red. Them two,
honey
hey,
and
when they
red,
say you
man.
get a honey, you get one look like honey, or they red bone, it's surprising now.
I got a thing for red women and red
Oh,
dogs,
okay.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
For
So
sure, you about like me, son.
if she red, Big Saw goddamn can play it. You dig what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go to
you about like
country,
me.
man. I'm going with the queen. Who else we got? We had the queen and who?
Honey
JOCKO.
bun.
Jocko,
Yeah,
Queen
yeah,
of
yeah.
honey.
I'm gonna go queen and Jocko.
Queen and
Yeah,
Jocko. Hey,
yeah,
let me
yeah.
ask you this, then, Game Breaker.
Talk to
Which
me.
one of those dogs didn't start up at first? Was it Queen of Hearts?
I can't remember, sir. Can't
It's
quote me
one of
on
them,
that.
ain't it? It's one
Yeah.
of them, ain't it? Honey Bunch or Queen, though. One of them didn't start, and then they had to put her down. Put her up, and then when they brought out that next time, it was just
That don't mean
lights out.
shit.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
yeah,
We want all the
yeah,
facts
yeah.
behind everything. We want all the
Cross
Oh
said
facts
yeah.
he.
behind everything. That's all.
Hey, so Cross said that queen shit he got goddamn me starting up out the weapon box, man. So he don't know what
Started
you
about
talking
the
about.
weapon ball. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he don't know
Yeah,
what you talking
a lot of
about
them
that.
start. Hey, a lot of them start out the weapon box. But
I'm
shit, the
just.
weapon box. Hey, it's when you get to the lights. You know what I mean? This is the lights, goddamn. Hey Crockett, I love you to death, my guy. But guess what though? The weapon box. They start in the weapon box, but do they make it to the lights, camera, action? You know what I'm saying? That's the key. That's great when they start up at the weapon box, man. That's what you want. You want to see the drive of the animals early. That's a fact. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Jack. But you
And
know,
she got to carry on over and carry on over. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Got to carry on over and over and over until you get to you open up the show that you was it from the get go. You know what they say? Historically speaking, back in the day.
We have a lot of Olympic hurdlers. Olympic hurdlers.
Oh no.
You know, they like to goddamn. They might want to go over. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And they started early. So, because I done had something that started early, but wasn't worth two fly smash. You know what I'm saying? But starting early, that's a good sign. But I'm taking the red boy because you just got to think about it like this right here. Red boy still standing alone by himself. Jocko, he pretty much crossed out. He pretty much crossed into some things, here and there. But Red boy is like old family Reds in a way. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's always going somebody out here that's gonna keep it tight to the vest. You know what I mean?
Hold
So
on,
I'm
so.
going with Red Boy and Honey Bunch.
Hold on, so. Hold on.
Talk to me.
I
I'm
ain't letting you do
controversial.
that. I ain't gonna let
I'm
you do that
controversial.
because
I'm controversial. Let's do
every
it.
time I see Red Boy something with it, Red Boy ain't standing alone.
Hey, I'm
And it's
controversial,
probably
baby. That's
nine
what this
times
show is
out of
about.
10, it's probably gonna have that bitch you just said, Honey Bunch. And you
Oh,
know
they're
who
gonna have
gonna
Honey
be on
Bunch in
top
there.
of it. It's gonna be Jeep Red Boy or
Gonna
Red
be
Boy
Jeep
and
Red
something
Boy.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just
Now,
for the
now I
shits and
will say,
giggles.
they got some Cottenham lines, the Holland work, a couple lines that is known
Haymakers, Haymakers,
for yeah,
Bingo,
for standing alone by themselves.
Crip.
So I'll give you that part.
But nah, Crip was pretty much crossed out. They bred him every day. Crip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they bred him to a lot of carver shit, but Red Boy, he's still going. He still got his name is still in the lights, man. Jocko name's still in the lights. Let's not get it twisted now. All four dogs up here on this panel that we got up here, man. They Hall of
Right.
Famers. Let's just be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
we just
And
but what we doing is picking what we like. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And
I
give me
like
some of the traits. Give me some of the traits you like about that Jocko and the Queen game breaker, and then we'll start it like that. Then like you can go next, then and one.
um Both Queen and JOCKO, size and mouth.
Yeah, she was a pretty nice sized bitch too, wasn't she?
Size and mouth, man.
All right. Like what you like about the JOCKO Queen stuff?
So what I like about Jocko Queen, the power, the bite, and Queen wasn't no dumb bitch. So,
Right.
so you know,
I can dig it. I can dig it. M1, talk to me, player.
Shit, Honeybunch, bitch. Just a destroyer. She a good producer. Same way with Redboy. Same thing, just devastating things, just produce well. That's what I like about it.
Nice. Well, like the Redboy, Honeybunch, Redboy, he was just a game, you know. But then, people always talking about Redboy had no mouth though. That ain't what I heard. I heard he more of a
yeah,
pressure biter.
it
I heard
was,
he
Hey,
more of a
now,
pressure biter.
hey, so what about the red boy? You know they say it's two different lines of the red boy. The red boy that was put up under the Jeff Dog, or the real red boy shit. The red boy shit with the red nose, or the red boy shit that got the white in it.
Shit, them white ones was the first ones though. People don't
Yeah,
realize that the ones with the white was the first one, the original. I'm gonna take them because them the ones that
that,
was
that's the
white.
bingo,
You
that's the
dig what I'm
bingo
saying?
shit.
yeah.
The red and white, when
Yeah,
you
I'm
get
gonna
that
take
shit
that
that look like that, the bingo
shit.
shit.
Shit, red boy had a white chest.
Yo,
Yeah,
Like,
can
you know
can
what I'm
y'all hear
saying?
me?
you break it.
Go
Yeah,
back and
we
look
hear
at the
you.
picture.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
So
So oh, go ahead, big fella.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead. Go ahead.
all
You
right.
got it.
So I'm gonna be in for a hot minute because I'm about to hit the jail. But when this topic come up
Okay.
with the red boy dog, right? I always tell people we got to look at how the dogs are bred today versus when the dog first started producing and was making his name, right? Them dogs, go look up champion Britches match record. Pure red, well, not pure, there was something as pure, but heavy bred red boy dog, right?
Right.
Yeah, he's a heavy red boy dog, but was getting shit out of there in quick order, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So what was that? That wasn't just gameness. That was the
Yeah, mouth.
ability to exactly.
Close
So
his
when
mouth.
we look at them early red boy dogs. A lot of them early red boy dogs had mouth. They were game dogs. Not saying they were known as a line of dog you go to for devastating mouth. That's not what I'm saying. But those dogs wasn't just
Right.
dead game dogs, or they were just game dogs. As the popularity and because they showed a extreme level of gameness, people when they started breeding that stuff, they were just inbreeding, line breeding, inbreeding just on that above average gameness trait. So when you're
Right. Come
breeding
on, Mom.
and inbreeding and line breeding for just a one particular trait, that those other traits that those early dogs had, you breed away from those traits, and at some point, the line
Facts,
of dogs loses those traits.
Right.
But
facts.
if you look at the Deacon stuff, those Deacon dogs could close their mouth. So there
Yep.
are certain strands that a red boy dog that can still get it done. There were certain red boy dogs that were triple, 4 times red boy that were still going out there making CH. So just without any crosses, just that blood being bred to itself, him being bred to his daughters, and brothers and sisters being bred together, those dogs without any outcrosses. So we can't say it was propped up by other blood. Yes, it crossed into other blood. There's a reason why everybody crossed these stuff in the river. But when we look at those early dogs, heavy bred red boy dogs, 3/4 red
They
boy
still got
dogs,
it done. They
those
still
dogs
got
got
it
it
done.
done. So we can't keep
Yeah.
saying we was helped by this or this helped this because when I look at a line of dog that's just itself, bred back into itself, and it's still getting it done, it don't need help because it can survive and perform on its own.
And it
Yes,
ain't
when we
many
crossing
bloods that can do that. That can be
that can't do
inbred
that. When
three,
you
four,
start
five
talking
times without fucking up, without you having too
some
much dysfunction
some
and shit.
lines, you go heavy inbreeding, the dogs fall flat on their face.
Yeah.
Some dogs are better than line breeding. Some dogs are straight out cross dogs. So again, when we look at from the 1970s and we look, shit, was it 2020, 50 years, 60 years later, the way that the family of dogs have been bred just for the gameness trait, yes, now when we looking at it through the lens of 2025, oh, the dogs don't carry no mouth, they just dumb game dogs because of how the dogs were bred coming forward. People didn't focus on keeping the trait of mouth. We were lucky, we got a dog. It was a heavy bred Marlowe dog. It was heavy britches on top. And I posted in the group. They crossed that male into
Was it
a
Brenda?
daughter off of. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And matter of fact, her daddy got a brother that's damn near black. But if you understand it, Bridges was black. Or Black Brindle.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
look
he had
at
a lot of that red up in there too in that Brindle
correct.
too.
But
if you look hard enough.
Correct. But if you look at those dogs, look what Rib he was crossing to that the cat bitch, the La Passe stuff, which was black brindle dogs. So that's where that black trait comes from in certain red boy dogs, or that real dark brindle. Because if you look at what he was being bred to, and you understand breeding, that's where that dark brindle, sometimes that black will pop up, depending on what you were breeding for. So that female, her daddy was, let's say, heavy Marlowe. I'll post the pedigree in a group later.
If this
But her
truck
daddy was
goes,
heavy bred,
for me, I'm
heavy bred
confused.
bridges. And then we crossed into, we didn't cross it. A guy crossed it into the Magic Man stuff. And them dogs had serious, ability to close their mouth. So, the red boy stuff, when I look at dogs like Queen, we look at JOCKO, as individual dogs, phenomenal, Hall of Famers, got their jerseys up in the rafters. But then when we look forward, it's like, okay, now because I don't own Queen of Hearts, I don't own JOCKO. So now I got to find between these different lines, the genetics that I'm looking at breeding for. And the red boy dog, like you say, even in 2025, you can still find in large numbers a quality family of red boy dogs, even though that left ability to bite may not be what we want. But you're still breeding to them and getting a certain high level of genetics when it comes to, hey, I need to add some gameness back to my stuff. We run straight to the red boy stuff to add gameness back into whatever line of dog we breed to.
And that's on both sides. That's on the damn bingo side, or if you go the damn Cottonham side, the men outlaw red one shit. Like either way you go, like that's what the motherfuckers looking for when they go to that real. They're looking for the game. But that's not saying that red boy had that other shit in there too. That good bite,
It
fresh
was in
shit,
there. Yeah,
and
it was in there.
you damn can get bulldogs on with any blood.
Correct.
Red boy with this, red boy with that. And then you can get bulldogs with the shit.
You can get bulldogs. It's just it depends.
Yeah,
I mean, look at the early Cottonham dogs. Yeah, those dogs, heavy bred within themselves, were able to get it done. You know what I'm saying? Without a lot of outcrosses. So we see these dogs out there that were heavy bred within themselves, whether it was outlaw or whether it was red boy himself, or the combination of the two. Still red-nosed dogs, however you want to classify them. Those dogs bred within themselves were still able to get it done at a high level. So when we talk about the red boy stuff, we got to be careful of saying, well, it's just a dead game out of dog or just dumb game dogs. At one point, they were dogs you can go out there just running it like it is and with no cut on it and just letting that dope drop and it just about bankrupt. You know what I'm saying?
And they were durable dogs too. Put that
and they were durable dogs. Another trait people run to the red boy stuff to add back into the durability. Me personally, the stuff I ran into, natural winded dogs. I'm talking about to go all day long. You know what I'm saying? Just natural wind.
Right.
They won.
the gameness. You know, so yeah, they may not have the amount
Like,
of
And
certain lines, but
they get that damn, they get that ear sucking reputation, but that ain't true with all the Red Boy line. You know what I'm saying? They
no,
get
tell
that
you
ear
what my
no,
uncle
sucking,
used to
go all
call the
that shit,
red boy dogs. My uncle used
correct.
to call the red boy dogs a lazy man dog. He used to call it lazy man dog because he said you didn't have to work them. He said you could bring them suckers right off the chain and
Off
they're
the
gonna go an
chain and
hour and
go
30. You know
exactly.
what I'm
They
saying? He
gonna
said
go
they used to be the
all
lazy man dog. If you're a lazy
yeah.
motherfucker, you don't like to work, you don't like to do nothing, get your red boy dog and you'll be okay.
Because
He
think
gonna give
about
you
it,
an
they
hour
were
and 30.
durable. Yeah, they were durable and they had a lot of natural air. So I could come off the swivel without a whole bunch of work and still go get an OTC. Like you say, for somebody that was late, you ain't got to put a whole bunch of work into it and can still go
Yep.
pull it off. You know, whatever you're trying to get them to get done. You know what I'm saying? So it the line of dog. I mean, we just look at from 1960, 1970, whenever the dog was born, how he got here, whether he was found side the road or they threw some paper, wherever they said. I don't care about where they hung papers on the what. That ain't got nothing to do with me 60 years ago. But just looking at it 50 years later, and that bloodline is still a prominent bloodline in some of the highest level match dogs we see out here today and moving forward. That says a lot because there are a lot of bloodlines that have came after the Red Boy stuff that we don't see and will never see again. You know what I'm saying? So there's something
I
to be
believe
said for the
Red Boy.
Red Boy dog.
I believe Red Boy wasn't found. I believe they just got that dog from a black man and tried to switch it around, man. I truly
Yeah,
believe that.
and that could
That's
be
what I
true, but
truly
like I
believe
said,
they get. I believe
yeah,
they got it from a black man, and they ain't want to give no credit on that dog
yeah,
once they got there, looked at him and bred him a few times. So they just say they
yeah.
found him. You know what I'm saying?
Now
That's what
there's
I
a
truly
video.
believe what happened.
There's a video of Mr. Bob Finley, dude that had both, Finley's both. And he talks about, because he's from the era of Mr. Bass, Katie Marlowe, he ran with them people. And he talks
Right.
about, because the question came up, was the dog found and did they hang papers on him? And he don't go into too much, like a long detail, but he talks about the dog and the correct breeding of the dog and yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to see if I can find that interview and I'm going to post it in the group so y'all can hear from yourself from a man that was right there with the Mr. Bass and Katie Marlowe living right down the
Yeah.
road, seeing the dog. So you can hear from somebody that was
I
right there.
guarantee that dog wasn't found.
Yeah, versus the stories we hear
Yeah.
50 years later. Oh, he was found.
Right.
How you know? Was you there? You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think he was
but
found. I think they just got him from a man of color, and they ain't
could
want to
be.
give that man his prop. That's what I truly believe, man.
But
I
let's
truly believe
say
that.
but let's say he was found side the road. But let's say he was found side the road. What they got to do with 2025
Right.
and the genetics? And the genetics. Think about you remove the Red Boy dog from the game. You talk about a major hole in the game. Look at all the dogs.
That's 25%. That's a 25% cut right there. You take Red Boy out of the equation.
Look at all the dogs of the year. Look at all the Grom list, the POR list, your favorite dog, man, dog, and see what that Red Boy dog, how he show up.
Man, 30% of the dogs gonna get took away.
The dog, men can lie. The dogs don't lie. The
Hell
dogs
no.
don't lie.
Hell no.
But even with the old Honeybunch dog, like we ain't got to sell a whole bunch about her. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is for her. Ain't a whole bunch. You gotta say,
Great producer. When they say
you know what
nothing
I'm
else,
saying?
scratch back into her. Yeah, right.
Even
That's all you
her.
need to know about
Even her.
Hey, was the queen
Bullison
good?
her.
with her dad and Bullison. Is that shit true?
Who
No.
cares? You know what I'm
No.
saying? At this
Hell
point,
no.
Nobody give a damn.
I say no
It don't matter.
because it don't matter. But like I said, just for shits and giggles, I say no because if her daddy is a black dog and she was bred to black dogs and her kids were inbred within themselves and never produced a black dog. So that's all I need to know. But I'm not gonna go fight somebody tooth and nail. Well, Bullison ain't her daddy. I can just look at how she was bred, how her kids were bred,
But
and
I
I know
still
what
could damn. I
yeah.
still want to know like who her daddy was and what made that and what made her
True.
what genetic what genetic
Now,
makeup made
some
Iron Head
people
was her
say
daddy.
made that great producer, that great dog that she was. Even
Some
though it
people
don't
now
matter now because we go off her grandkids and her great grandkids now. You know, even though it
look
don't
at
matter now.
Ironhead, look at Ironhead, and look at G, and look at them dogs down off of her from G.
Ironhead was up there, I believe.
You know, if you told me it was Ironhead, I'd be like, hey, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fight you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you'll get some of them Jeep dogs, and you'll get them like,
Who's the
especially
more
like the back of
famous
their
dog?
tail. On the back
Bully
of their
son or
tail, you get.
Ironhead?
I say Ironhead, but you know, I wasn't there. I
But
can't
you
say.
know everybody gonna say Bully son though. You know that, right? That's
Because it
why
looks
back in the
because
day
it looks
anyway. That's why
better.
he did that, I believe. Because
Yeah,
Bully
it
son
looks
was a
better.
more famous dog.
It looks better on the pedigree to say she came off
Right.
bullets and the Heritage legacy. You know what I'm saying? It just
Yeah.
it is what it is. Part of the commercial.
Yeah. Right.
It's part of the
And,
commercial. You know,
and,
so
and, and that's
Absolutely.
part of him throwing a wrench out there that he don't want motherfuckers to know exactly how it was bred up back in them days. You know they
exactly,
was secretive. You know the
Exactly.
boys were
That's what a lot
secretive.
of people
You
did
know the
exactly.
too.
boys were
Yeah.
secretive. They were secretive as hell. They didn't want nobody to know what these sauce was and what they
Yeah,
did to
That's
produce her. He probably kept
and
on
like we
that's
producing
done,
that
actually
shit
how
on his
my
yard.
dogs
Nobody
bred
never knew.
till I don't
yeah,
know.
and we done heard the stories about Maurice and how he did what he did. So hey, you got to just take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You'll
Damn
never
right.
know.
Damn right. You'll
Is
never
it the
know.
man of reaching
But
to it? Hey, that's
and then at the end of the day, like you said, it don't matter because we got the great grandkids, we got grandkids and shit we can go off now and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. I want the traits. I can't because, like I say, I can't.
Queen, JOCKO, or Redboy.
Huh?
Huh?
Queen, Queen and Buck.
Your phone was breaking up. Say that one more time.
Back.
You said JOCKO.
I
You
say,
said
who you
who went
got?
JOCKO on who?
JOCKO versus Redboy. Queen versus
I probably
Bunch.
think JOCKO.
JOCKO probably could beat him. I mean, he was just a
Yeah, I
devastator.
probably take JOCKO to beat him, and I probably
Yeah.
take. I don't
I
know.
don't
It's gonna be
believe
hard for
that.
me.
I believe
It gonna be
JOCKO,
hard for me to go
man.
against the Queen. It was hard for me to go against the Queen, but it's gonna be hard for me to go against Honeybunch too, because they said nothing never scratched back into her. So you know what I'm
Correct.
saying. So
I believe
And
Redboy beat
again,
that's a
JOCKO
toss up.
because I think he take him into deep water and drown him.
exactly. Because we can
I think
say,
he takes
oh,
him into deep water.
yeah. Because we can
I
say,
don't
oh,
know.
because
JOCKO might hit his ass with a bleeder and bite his ass
Nope.
down.
Nope.
I mean, like you
I
say, we can say, oh, this will happen, but till styles make fights, just like in boxing.
right.
You go
Yeah,
with a
right.
knockout artist. Look how many times Floyd been able to knock out artists they couldn't touch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you say, I hold you out. You usually blow up through shit. I keep you
And look
out.
how many motherfuckers walking there with tights and they got their ass knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, but when Tyson went into some little game, what happened with Tyson?
He got a tap pill.
Hey, nah,
Yeah,
Tyson
that's
wasn't
what I'm
right.
saying.
He,
When you step up
he
the
wasn't right no more.
competition, when you
He
step
wasn't
up the
right no more.
competition, hey. But I mean, when it comes to those dogs, those Hall of Famers, I don't like doing that. Well, who will win? I don't like doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just their legacy is as far as production to me is more important than what they did in the square. You know what I'm saying? Or did in their race.
Hey man, hey that boy AQ Henry say he look at red boy dogs like blue dogs. Man, get your ass out of here.
You see what I'm saying? Like the dog, like
Man, these niggas crazy.
everybody look at red boy dogs through the lens or the spectrum of today, and not what the
I
dogs
bet you
were
got
at
some
the absolute
Redboy in
height.
this shit. I bet you got some of that blue
Everybody got
dog in
red.
this shit. I guarantee you do.
Yeah.
Hey, Q Henry, I bet you got a little cut of that blue dog up in there.
But
I
Mr. Jones,
guarantee you
is
do.
it a clear difference in the ones that's just like the old timers say, the ones that's just gamey and gonna stay there versus the ones that can close their mouth?
It isn't the only way I say is a difference again is how you breed and what you breed for. Let's say
Boom.
I bred to let's say you have a female, you bred a JOCKO, right? I bred my female to JOCKO, right? JOCKO is known as a hard, devastating, stifle end dog, right? But when you start making your breeds and making your crosses, and your crosses may take away some of the mouth, but your dogs may be slicker. And now you're getting success with slicker dogs, they ride their head, and they just slick dogs, and that's your lane. I may stay true to only keeping the ones if they don't have this level of mouth. I have no use for them, regardless of how slick they are or their style. I only want the ones that go this one particular way. Versus you may say, hey, he may not be like his daddy, but he's excellent in these other areas, and I can move forward with him. So now you're going a whole different direction than me. So now we look up 10, 15 years later, started with the same exact blood, but my dog's traits are a little bit different versus your traits as far as what you decide to breed for. So, I mean,
Facts.
Again, when you start talking, between who?
Between Honeybunch and Queen.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Certain conversations, just self-explanatory.
But you know what? I never looked at her siblings like that too much. Either one of them though. So I'm just,
I ain't never heard of sibling. I've seen one time.
I mean, I never heard of.
There was a female. There was a sister.
That's what I meant to say.
Oh, the offspring. I mean, just look at her kids. I mean, she produced. I mean, the bitch been sitting on the top of the ROM list forever. I'm not sure. I don't think nobody knocked off even if we go back to day steps.
Nope.
That's just a lot.
Honeybunch.
Honeybunch.
Nope.
Okay.
Top ROM bitch.
I don't think the Queen made ROM, did she?
Nah, I don't think she got bred as much as Honeybunch.
Yeah,
more performance, I think.
Yeah. So now we gotta ask the question.
Look at a dog, Honeybunch of bread to Rascal, Friendly's Bowl. Like she was bred to some top notch, goddamn dog.
So when I look at a dog like this, it's like for this devastating dog to be what she was, why wasn't she bred more? Was it that she wasn't producing like that? They decided just move on from her. Like, what was the reason she wouldn't bred?
And outside of when it comes, to producing, Honeybunch is second to none. The bitch probably got the best, the greatest little ever. You know what I'm saying? Come from her belly. You know what I'm saying? So
just that one little alone is the great little people dog.
Yeah. And then I put Red Baby second with her shit with Tombstone, but that's another story. Go ahead.
Yeah, she was only bred 3 times. So I mean, the Queen was what she was as a performer. Her legacy is, and it's just me speaking, just my personal opinion. Her legacy was what she was able to do herself, not what she was able to reproduce. Outside of her, the buck, like, what other breeders do we really see her in? As far as people breeding stuff off of her, outside of her, the buck.
Yeah, that her the buck though. That was got that devastating breeding right there.
And it was a good one,
but it go to show you. It go to show you though, like when she was bred to a good one, what the hell she produced. Now what else they stuck her to? We can't even say their names, but a motherfucker know Honeybunch was stuck to Finley's Bowl, goddamn Rascal, like you know what I'm saying, like that bitch was stuck to some top flight bulldog.
Correct, but then when you look at Finley's Bowl, the best breed ever happened with him was
Mr. J. Stay right there. That's what I was just finna say. Now you look at it. We gonna take Willie's son out for a side. We're gonna go with the Ironhead. Still a Daibo bred dog, correct?
Correct.
Bred to this same shit that we talking about now. This same Redboy family line of dog. You feel what I'm saying? With the Bulldog.
Yeah.
A dog that quit, a dog that stopped, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What they say, like Scrub. What he say, stood on all four like Scrub. What? Right?
Yeah.
With this devastating bitch, 50-50, and you get one of the best littles ever.
Correct.
But there had to be something about that motherfucker for a motherfucker to quit and you take him back out.
Yeah.
That bitch, I mean, she just was a exceptional producer and performer. She, like you say.
But some people run the bowl stuff without the Honeybunch and had success.
I mean, that's true. Not to say
not as much. Not as much success. But some people like the bowl stuff without the Honeybunch in it.
True, but Put it like this.
Vindicator guy.
Put it like this. Name both best offspring without being bred to that bitch, and pick any one of her kids in comparison. It ain't even close.
Shit, hey, and you can do that with that every little ever made. And say, goddamn, because it's one of the best littles ever made. But goddamn it, they had a daddy too now. No, you just
True.
can't say the whole thing from the mama. They had
I'm
a
not
daddy
saying
and that too.
No, what I'm saying is both those dogs that came together made that great litter. I'm not taking nothing from them.
Yeah,
That's
right.
not what I'm saying.
Because
what I'm saying is
the Rascal Honeybunch breeding wasn't better than the Bo Honeybunch breeding.
true, but okay. But who was the common denominator between all them breeds? It was her. So when we look at Bo,
Definitely.
when we look at Bo bred to other bitches, when we look at Rascal bred to other bitches, when we look at any other dog that was bred to her to other bitches, out of all those all of those male dogs breedings, which was their best breeding pair? Bred to who?
It's Honeybunch.
She's the common denominator. So it don't take a rocket scientist.
Oh yeah, she'll produce. Oh yeah, she'll produce.
You know what I'm saying?
She'll produce.
Rascal was a hell of a producer, but his best litter was when he put his dick in that female. Bo was a nice producer, but his best litter came from when he was on top of that bitch.
And almost the greatest litter ever. The greatest litter ever almost came when he was on not any litter. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that litter go down in history as a top 3 litter ever.
So we can say, well, this dog, we can always find outliers in everything in life. But there are some consistencies that you can't deny when they look you right in your face. No matter how bad you don't want to look at it. That bitch was one of the greatest producing female in American Pit Bull Terrier there ever was.
How many times was she bred?
That ain't hard to find. Let me see right quick.
Shit, she was bred
Rascal, Rascal, Bo.
G.
No, she was never buried back to her son.
Oh, she was never buried back to G. Oh, damn.
That was a fake pedigree. That was a fake pedigree.
Oh, okay.
So what's the stuff that made Otis? Who?
She was bred to what's that dog? Was it Snake?
Was
Not
it
Snake.
Snake? Yeah, Snake.
The Frank Roker stuff came down off of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm about to pull it up now. My phone moving slow as shit.
Like I say, like just her producing alone make her better than any bitch. It ain't too many bitches that can stand by her as a complete bulldog.
No. And like you say, the bitch wasn't a slow leak in the box either. So I mean, shit,
What
you got
about
me on
The motherfuckers ain't nothing to scratch back into. They say ain't nothing to scratch back into.
What about Miss Lee?
What? As a producer in the box?
Nah, just a producer.
Yeah, but see that's different. I'm talking about all around. It's hard to stand the Honeybunch. A motherfucker that nobody never scratched into, and the bitch that got the #1 breed ever.
Yeah,
The
so
number one, you know what I'm saying, number one producer bitch ever. Like her and Red, baby. I put the bitches up. Dirty Mary, she up there too. And Black Widow, she was the founder. She the founding bitch of it all.
Because
So,
even in 2025, I've yet to see anybody make a case that the bitch been passed. I've never heard a post. I've never seen somebody think, hey, this female produced more. Like, I've never heard nobody say this bitch been passed yet. And this bitch been dead, what, 40, 50 years, 60 years?
Shit, hey, Miss Leaky ain't up there?
Nah, she ain't fucking with them dogs. Damn, Pairs Online must be down or something.
She up there.
Yeah, well, she up. Yeah, she up there.
I think that that cold dog was the
she was bred
one,
1, 2, 3.
Miss Leaky.
Who's Stone City Blondie?
Yeah, I think one of them dogs right there got that. It's closest to Honeybunch.
It was Miss Leaky with the cold.
Miss
Blondie was
Leaky
a
and
killer.
Stone City Kennels Blondie was cold.
Oh, I thought Blondie was the one that went up against
Nah, this Blondie right here is Yellow Buck, Little Mate's sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She was bred 5, 6 times. It wasn't a whole lot of
Okay.
breeding.
Mm.
It wasn't a whole lot of breeding when we in comparison to what other bitches been bred. Like she was breed to the Oso Negro dog. He was just a one-time winner. Ain't nobody holler Oso Negro outside of breed bred to that bitch. Otis was a decent producer, but when we look at Otis, everything off of him most times gonna go to the snake dog, which is him, the Honeybunch. Shit, I mean, now the Zebo shit, that shit didn't work. But everybody thought that was gonna be a fucking Hall of Fame breeding, but we know that shit didn't work out.
Allegedly.
You know
what I mean? Motherfuckers, hey, some people
Hey,
didn't turn
so
in
they're
and
right.
do a lot
They're
of shit.
right.
You know what I
Allegedly,
mean?
bitch. Some of them dogs
Yeah, a
ain't get
lot of
registered.
motherfuckers did not turn
They're
in
right.
stuff from off of
They're right.
that breeding though.
Off of that Zebo breed, you better believe it.
Now you gonna tell me the Zebo and Honeybunch couldn't make nothing?
Like man, Mr. Homer say that they was. He said he had two good ones, but he like one of them got in an accident and the other one killed themselves. That's what they say. He just say they probably bred the shit out of the motherfuckers, did him, and I ain't gonna tell you what the hell he did with them. And tell you they ass ain't make it because he didn't want you to
Okay.
have this goddamn sauce right.
So when we look
About
at
to switch the breeds around.
Bo, right? Bo probably most famous sons are Jeep, Magnum, and Outlaw, right?
Yeah.
Outlaw Grand Champion 7-time winner, and
Chief champion.
Jeep a champion,
Magnum
4-time winner. Magnum was a champion.
Yeah.
When we say Jeep still the better of all his half brothers, Bronco.
Producing
I
wise,
don't
yeah,
know.
but
I don't know. They
not
say
better than Outlaw.
I about to say somebody told me Jeep was finna get to jump the box against Homer. Allegedly. They say that
True,
he finna get to try to get out of there allegedly.
I
but
But
he
think
he
pulled
finna
it
Outlaw
stand
off.
will
on
beat them
all
all.
four.
But
I
hey,
think Outlaw will beat them all.
Outlaw beat them all. Me too.
Yeah.
true. As far as match dogs, Outlaw, because Outlaw was the grand champion. So yeah, as far as performance, but again, a dog that I can't bet on, a dog I can't own, I can only go off genetically. What can you provide me?
But after a
Oh, you
while,
forgot about
just
Charlie.
like they
You
say,
forgot about Charlie.
somebody told me Charlie was some of them damn
Was the
dogs
best.
daddy, and they just said it's all Jeep, 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 Jeep. Hey, it's like this here. I like the dogs who was bred a little bit of times, and they showed you that they can produce in them couple litters, because
Oh
percentage
yeah,
matter.
oh yeah,
If this motherfucker hit 100 bitches, he gonna produce a champion and a grand champion out of this bitch. It just gonna happen.
oh
You
yeah,
see
oh
this
yeah,
motherfucker to 100 bitches, something gonna happen. And
oh
that's
yeah.
how I
Because
feel
you could
about
not.
some of that. Like I feel he a producer. I feel he
It's a
was a great
numbers game.
producer. Yeah, right. I feel he was a great producer. Same thing with Mayday. I feel Mayday was a great producer. But some of that shit fluff. Some of that shit ain't work out. Like all that shit ain't work out. And then you
Oh
had
yeah,
dogs like Yellow Buck. Then you had dogs like Yellow Buck. Everything he was stuck with, it was something came out of it. But he wasn't stuck with them about 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5
correct,
litters. But every
correct.
single
So I
litter
mean, we can.
produced something, you know.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it from that aspect, it's all about who owned the dog, the market of the dog, and the availability of the dog. So I can't knock a dog. I mean, I understand what you're saying as what percentages, and well, this dog was bred more, so he got more bites, and the apple produced more winners. You're absolutely 100% correct. But even with that, the dog that was, all I could go off of genetically, what were you able to give me in 2025, or yada yada yada. And like I do believe Charlie might have been sired some of them dogs. I truly believe that because Mr. Crenshaw's name was on both them dogs. And one dog had a little bit more quote unquote popular. He had a better commercial.
He didn't
So
like G.
yeah. So I mean, I look at it this way. Without standing right there, or without these, somebody telling me this is what it was, I can only go off what's in front of me. That's just my thing. I go off what's in front of me. And I just move
Facts.
forward. I let my lying eyes tell me what I need to know. Just like we talk about Honeybunch and
Damn right.
who her daddy is. I go with my lying eyes. Buskin dog with a black daddy. This buskin bitch that been inbred, bred to black dogs. It ain't really known for throwing black dogs. I don't need nobody to tell me, well, Ironhead might be her daddy, or Bullison ain't her daddy. With my lying eyes telling me this bitch ain't known for throwing black dogs, what more do I need to know? You know what I'm saying? I can see it right there in front of me that Bullison ain't her daddy, but this is what the story is. I'm gonna just go with it because ain't no need to change.
At some point, I'm looking at the traits and how they act. I
There
care
we
less
go.
about what's
Exactly.
way back there in the 40s and 50s.
Exactly. Now, if it was something 10 years ago, within a decade or a decade and a half, because now those genetics can affect me in a bad way easier than genetics that have been bred, quote unquote, perfected, got all the bad kinks worked out from 40, 50 years ago. Those genetics are what they are. And now I just got to identify which strands of whatever I want, I'm going to fuck with that side of blood. Something within the past 10 years, that can still affect me if I got the wrong traits or I see, okay, the paper say he offered this, I'm breeding this way, but I'm not seeing what I want to see. Something in the wash ain't right. So now I got to find out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's still within a genetic,
Exactly.
I can still see those genetics versus something from 60 years ago. Like after 60 years, you ain't finna figure out what's in the recipe at this point. The cake is the soup is what the soup is. Either you want it or you don't want it. Or the gumbo is the gumbo, for lack of a better term.
I
Either you
agree.
want this
I agree
motherfucker
with you.
or you don't want it. But I mean, it's just to me as somebody who looks at the history of the dogs, it's cool to look back and say, what if this could be. But at some point, I just look at what's in front of me and I just go with my lying eyes and try to identify, hey, this is what I want. This is what I want.
I agree with you, brother. I agree with you. But on the same thing, that could be said for Jocko. He didn't have a fair shake at getting bred a lot because he was stolen. And
True,
they have
true,
a chance. They have a chance to say that he was bred this way, or we could have took him that way and it worked. You know what I'm saying?
correct,
Redboy, he
correct,
kept on going because he had a better system behind him. The same thing
correct.
with Queen. Like she was more of a manager. Once a motherfucker found out Honeybunch can produce, this bitch ain't going back in no goddamn ring no more. No matter what the motherfucker say. Bitch, she put him on
Exactly.
the ground with everybody and they daddy. Like, it don't matter what's going on. Bitch, she ain't going back in the ring no more.
Yeah.
And the same
Fuck a
thing for
break.
Queen.
Yeah.
And the same thing for Queen. I got her out to the world because I don't feel the damn bitch out here to beat her. So in they aspects of they area of the dog world, they both dominated. Queen dominated the ring, and goddamn Honey Bunch dominated the bedroom. You know.
Quick question. Okay, we're gonna play a game of what if, right? Let's play what if. Queen of Heart and Bad Rosemary
Say it again. You said Queen of Hearts what?
versus Bad Rosemary.
Bad Rosemary the what stuff?
That's the little the ball stuff.
Still, I'm taking the Queen.
Bad Rosemary versus the Queen. Weights being equal. Who you taking?
I'm
Oh
going
no,
Queen.
man. I'm still
Give me
going
Rose.
Queen. I tell you, I'm
Give me
going Queen.
Rosemary. I'm going with the game changing mouth.
You say you going with the what?
The game changing mouth. One of the hardest biting females we ever seen.
Yeah,
We all seen
some
the
shit out
video.
of
We all seen the video for what she did.
Yeah, she's a bad bitch. She's a bad
You know what I'm
bitch.
saying?
But it's still
12
hard to
gauge
go get
slug
that
to the
8 time on the Queen.
12 gauge slug to the chest. I take 12 gauge slugs all day. Cause all I need to hit you one time. I'm tearing up some shit. You might be got a 357.
But shit,
But that's
it's some
look,
of them.
hey,
It's some of them that can take it, boy. They know how to play defense and
that's true.
and disqualify that 12 gauge pump,
That's true.
and then take it down in that deep water and see if they really want to play bulldog.
That's true.
You know,
But you
you
gotta
know.
dance. Hey, you gotta dance all fucking night. Cause all I gotta do is get you one time. You gotta dance all fucking night. Cause all I gotta do is get you one time. And when I get you,
But can she take it? That's the thing. Can she, nobody should never get a
so
chance to
that
take
but see that's what I'm saying. I want you to swap it out with me, but I gotta get me change it back. I want you to swap it out. Your best shot is to play defense to keep me out. You fuck around and swap it out, you gonna give up a shot. And that's it. That's your ass, Mr. Postman.
it. Going in that mouth and take them things out of there.
You
Allegedly,
better do
historically
something.
speaking,
You better do something.
it's hard to beat when you got nothing to bite with. But
That's
sometimes the
true.
dogs that'll cut motherfuckers out with no teeth. So
That is
that
true.
don't mean that either. That don't mean that if you bite, you bite.
That
You
is
know.
true. But we talk, but historically speaking, we talking two straight ahead dogs, right? Go with the queen was a straight ahead dog, right?
Yeah.
She wasn't no dog that play defense and ride the head. She was a straightforward bulldog, right?
Yeah.
So her style was to come straight forward. To another dog that her style straightforward.
That's the same thing that happened with Tornado and the other bitch that Boone had.
Lady
Like she
Stone.
spun. Nah, not Lady Stone. She didn't want
Oh,
no
the
Lady
other,
Stone.
yeah,
Lady
the other
Stone
female.
when he got
Yeah,
on
the other
that
female.
ass.
Yeah, the
Blondie.
other
I
female.
think was it Blondie? Oh goddamn they saw no they saw out of them. But she didn't want no Lady Stone. The motherfucker put a
Yeah.
tail between the legs and ran from Lady Stone.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
man, But yeah, it's a good
Like
topic, man.
that. Me and my homeboy were talking about that too. Like if that bitch would have stayed over here and versus going overseas and would have had them big matchups over here, you know, what would her? Because it's almost like she don't get her respect because she was overseas and got sold overseas. So we really don't give her,
Who? Which bitch?
Rosemary.
Oh yeah. And
Like we don't throw her name out there when we talk about some of the baddest bitches to ever walk. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like when she went overseas, we were like, she's overseas. And she don't get that
yeah, but
same.
that shit shouldn't negate it, but it depends on what kind of competition you went into and how they
Correct.
did it too.
But that's what I'm
All
saying.
that
Like
shit matters.
because
People don't
that
respect
why
the
because
competition.
correct because she was overseas. It was almost like we didn't get to see her as full. When I say we, the dog man of that era, that when it was out here,
Era.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If she would have stayed over here and would have had those champion versus champion, or her going into a grand champion, those big time matchups, like Buck and Sampson, you know what I'm saying? Two motherfucking titans. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers coming together. We got to figure this shit out tonight. You know what I'm saying? One of those matchups for her story to go into the rafters, you know, her Hall of Fame legacy. Because I think that also adds to Buck legacy. Outside being a great producer, that matchup with him and Sampson, you know, two motherfucking gorillas. And we got to figure this shit out tonight. You know what I'm saying?
It matters. It matters when you have your Ali and your Frazier, your time.
Fraser, exactly. You know
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying? Yeah, right. You get credit for that. That matters.
Yeah. That's why, you know, we bring up the Tornado and Lady Stone. What could have been done that night? What the world could have saw that night?
It'd been
You know what I'm
it'd been
saying? Two
history, man.
gorillas.
History,
So,
dog.
and somebody one of us we got to figure it out tonight. One of us got to go. You know what I'm saying? Those legendary what if matchups. You know what I'm saying? And I think if she would have been over here, because who had her, STP, so we know he wasn't ducking them boys wasn't ducking no fucking smoke.
Hell no.
So, you know what I'm saying? You had to see her because they wouldn't turn down nothing but they cars.
How she was as a producer over there?
She wasn't. Yeah.
She ain't put them on the ground the way that she was in the ring, huh?
Nah.
See,
But again, I
that's
think
what
that
separates
because
Honeybunch, dog.
correct. I think because If she would have stayed in the STP them hand and they could have put that magic what they was doing and what they was putting together, I think it would have been, what ifs. I think it would have been different, but history is what it is. We can only go off the facts. You know what I'm saying? And the facts is she just wasn't a produce. She didn't produce that next great dog. You know what I'm saying? Her brother was probably a better producer than she was, and her sister was probably better producer than she was.
Oh,
But
SBC said that they fucked her off. According to they ain't do it right the way they supposed to do it.
come on over there.
Yeah, they say master against males and all kind of shit.
Yeah, that. Like, think of how devastating that bitch got to be for you. Like, figure, you know what? Put a male on. You know what I'm saying? Which is dumb, but
But see, like it'd be dumb. But sometimes the female had an advantage because the male be worried about that pussy. That bitch
correct.
don't be
Think
trying
about
to fight. He'll
yeah.
never give it his all.
Think
You know what
about
I'm
she would have
saying?
pulled that shit off. And they were looking at what if this bitch pulled this shit off? You know what I'm saying?
Yep, yep. She probably did.
But
Shit, shit. She probably
it's
did pull some of them off.
she probably. I'm pretty sure she
She
raked a
don't
couple of
don't
males over
don't damn right. Don't let that motherfucking shit fool you. Female dog will fucking male ass up. He
there.
might got there and
Exactly.
wait. Sometimes the
And
females
especially
be gang, the bitch mean, boy.
especially a bitch biting like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Crush snap your ass up out of there. Bite the shit out of his ass, get his ass up out of there, boy.
yeah, yeah. She always been one of my if you know how
Underrated
people if you
dog.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I just think man, her story could be, you always the people be like, if you can go back and get a dog or a female, which one she probably one of the first bitches I go grab. If without
Mm-hmm.
the superstar, the Honeybunch, the awesome babies, you take them off the board. Like other females outside of them, the names people can go to right quick. The Dirty Marys,
Yeah.
we know all of them. But just that
Yeah.
the
See,
ones that
I
don't get
fuck with that red. I fuck with red baby too. Like that's the bitch I fuck with, you
yeah,
know. And that's
yeah,
Dirty Mary Mama. And that
yeah.
bitch,
So
that red baby tombstone breeding that made Tonka cremated snubby. I put that shit second behind that Charlie breeding with Jeep them, man.
yep.
There's a lot of chimps. She made all of them off that one little. Just like Honeybunch did off of Jeep them little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dirty Mary, this bitch, she one of them ones. I mean, shit.
Dirty man one of the ones, man.
She one of them ones.
One of the ones.
Like you look at
Well,
her
brother,
kids, it's
was
like, you know what I'm saying? Either they produce or
boat
them
action and
motherfuckers
all that
produce
shit.
in with her. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They
Black
kicking
Gold,
ass.
Gold
They'll make you
Action,
look baby.
Reno,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mr. Rogers. You know what I'm saying? It's just The Undertaker. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and them dogs went on to become yard starters for other people. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's how I feel like with that red baby tombstone shit. You go get motherfucker got Tonka and all these other motherfucking dogs who went on to become their own lines and shit.
Exactly. 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 Shit, the Tonka
Line
shit was the
starters.
backbone up, Hargrove shit was one of the lines he was running.
Mm-hmm. Damn right. That's the great love of that Tonka stuff.
Yep. Like that's another
But
blood you don't really see. You know what I'm saying? We talk about lines we don't see as prominent. Like somebody, I'm pretty sure there's some out there, but we don't see them. The Tonka Bear strand of blood. We don't see it. As prominent in pedigrees. Today like we used to. Well, like I used to when I first was back out here in the early 2000s. You see that Tonka shit all the time.
Did you like it?
Never played with it. I knew a guy. How that fucking dog was bred? It was heavy Tonka on the bottom side. how that fucking dog was bred. He had a little female. It was Tonka on the bottom side, and the top side was heavy off the voodoo stuff. As far as something, standing in front of me, seeing it, run a treadmill, it was pretty decent. Outside of, you hear stories and you see people talk about other shit, but as far as standing in front of me, that's probably the only thing I could think of that I knew what it was. It was off of a voodoo son bred to some heavy Tonka Bell stuff. And he was like I say, he was pretty good. He ran a treadmill pretty good.
That's a good analysis on it.
Yeah, he ran it pretty good. But back then, not to seem like I'm that fucking old, but like I said, when I first jumped out in the early 2000s, man, it was just, me and my homeboy, we talking about that shit the other day, like the shit we had and the dogs that were like literally homeboys had shit off of this champion Rom, and just the dogs, the genetics that we had access to. Like sometimes we'd be sitting and talking like, man, I go back and look at old pedigrees and realize, like, nigga, I had some motherfucking nice bred dogs. Motherfucker out here just running and gunning with, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
all the motherfucker want to do Saturday night, hey, I'll be there. Come on. Ain't asking no questions. Let's go.
Somebody say, what about Crybaby Kate and Missy off the boat breeding with Honeybunch?
Crybaby.
Yeah.
Off a boy Honeybunch.
Yeah, Crybaby Kate and Missy off a boat breeding with Honeybunch.
Hold on 1 second. I don't know about them dogs. All I knew was Jeep, Missy, Holly, and Kate. Now it's a bunch of other dogs showing in that litter, but the pictures we saw, it was only 4 in that box, right? Y'all ever seen that picture? The 4 puppies in the hot box.
It's been a minute. I can't say if I have or haven't.
I want to say I got that picture. I posted on Facebook like a while back. But in that picture was only 4 dogs in the hot box. And I've only heard of just them 4. I don't know about the other ones. Crenshaw, Reno, Crybaby. Because anybody can put a pedigree on pairs online, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think there's a breed, Maverick was bred to Honeybunch. Like, we know that didn't happen, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, could have been other dogs in the litter. Shit, who knows? Like I said, I wasn't there. And and pairs online ain't the gospel, so I take that for a grain of salt and keep it moving.
Yeah. JOCKO, Queen, Redboy, Honey. Them 2 hell of a duos, though.
Yeah. Hall of Famers in their own right.
Yeah. So what you think is to be said about, Redboy gets his respect and just do,
Yeah.
But when you have those Redboy line of dogs stacked up like that with the JOCKO in it, and JOCKO still holds dominant. You see more JOCKO than Redboy actually.
I mean, when it comes to that cross, both dogs did their job in that cross.
Correct.
And
I said like you, correct?
Yeah, so but I just look at And like you say, JOCKO dog got snatched early, so we don't know what could have been if he would have had more bites at the apple.
Right.
But looking at the breedings that, like I said, Pairs Online is the only resource we got as far as looking at. Both dogs were bred about the same number of times, same number of bitches, right? JOCKO was bred to about the exact same number of bitches as Redboy. And I just leave it at that. It wasn't like Redboy was bred to a whole bunch more bitches than JOCKO. If you go on Pairs Online, look at the number of females he was bred to versus JOCKO. It's about to say, I want to say it was like 11 and 12 or 12 and 13 apiece. So we ain't talking like Redboy was bred to 2 or 3 times the bitches. And with that being said, dogs are the dogs. You know what I'm saying? The results are the results. Now, some dogs probably been mismanaged. Some dogs fell in the right hand to keep adding to the legacy. That could be said for every dog, every line of dog, or what if, or what could have been if this would have happened. All I have to go off is the facts and the results of what was done. And one dog just on his own was still able to produce champions bred back into itself. The other dog, not so much. One of the other dog, not so much. And one other dog, he got a bunch of kids that were not a bunch of kids, but he got a few kids that are ROM dogs, POR dogs. The other dog don't.
Yeah.
One dog, the only time you see his name is with my name. So we can say, well, this I could go off the facts. I can only go off the facts.
You was finna say,
Huh?
you said you just going off the fact, so that's a fact. You said on the one dog, the only time you see his name is with my name.
I mean, let's pull up some pedigree, right?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let's pull up the JOCKO dog, right? That's Yellow John. Let's pull up JOCKO's pedigree. Grand champion, Yellow. All right. JOCKO, 4-time winner, POR.
Mm-hmm.
His most famous kid or most famous child probably was Mr. JOCKO. 2-time winner, Ron Bitch. Inbred JOCKO. Sassy Me, got a quarter Redboy in there. Let's see. Green Sandy, inbred JOCKO. She was a ROM dog. Tense Gladys, heavy bred JOCKO, POR dog. Dangerous Dan, 2-time winner. JOCKO bred to a Redboy, a champion Redboy granddaughter. Chavis Bucket. Chavis Bucket, 2-time winner, bred to a Redboy daughter. Chavis Margaret, JOCKO bred to Lady Sassy Mead, a 4-time winner granddaughter off of Redboy. Let's see who else. JOCKO. Chavis Gypsy, 1-time winner, 1-time loser off of Sassy Mead, Redboy granddaughter. Chavis Lady Rose, 1-time loser off of Sassy Mead. Chavis Gypsy, with Gypsy pedigree. All right. So he never produced the champion himself. He got a 2-time winner ROM daughter. No, I take that back. Bowman's Jazzy Bell. JOCKO bred to a Red Boy daughter. She was a champion. Bred back to Red Boy daughter. He produced one champion. All right, let's go to the old Red Dog. The dog they say was found outside the road. Bayless
Yeah.
Bingo. Bayless Bingo, one-time winner. He 4 times Red Boy. Won an hour 27. Over a 4-time winner.
Hey, what was that one you said JOCKO produced that champion?
What's that bitch name? Jezebel. Bowman's champion Jezebel.
What about Hubcap?
Hubcap. Was Hubcap a champion?
Yeah.
Hubcap. Did I overlook Hubcap?
JOCKO and
Oh, I see it right here. I'm sorry. I
yeah,
missed a
double
couple.
bread Hank.
Yep. Hubcap, inbred JOCKO. That's a champion inbred with no Red Boy. And Chavy champion Beretta. JOCKO to heavy bred Yellow John Dog. So JOCKO to Red Boy shit to make Beretta. All right, let's go to the old Red Dog. Bingo, one-time winner. First time out, be the 4-time winner. 4-time Red Boy dog. That's impressive, would you say, fellas?
Yes, sir.
All right, champion Chavis Yellow Dime, 4-time winner. Triple inbred Red Boy dog. Champion Miller's Red Man, inbred Red Boy dog. But absolute ace, based on what they said, ace. Let's see here. Champion Jacobs Hog Dog, triple bred Red Boy dog, and they say hard mouth pure Red Boy. Let's see. Rattler, 2-time winner, 1-time loser, inbred Red Boy dog. Summers Frog, 2-time winner, inbred Red Boy dog. We already said Rattler. We already did Red Man. Johnson's Fancy, 2-time winner. Red Boy to Cleo. Let me see. Second page. We already did Rattler. Champion Akins Ronnie, 3-time winner. 4-time Red Boy dog, 3-time winner, 4-time OTC winner.
Mm-hmm.
We already did Yellow John, Ronnie, Mr. Bulldog, Bingo. STP's Honey, 1-time winner. Inbred Red Boy bitch. Went over 2 hours. Let me see. Pepsi Kennels Red. I don't know if that's a real pedigree or not. I ain't gonna count that one. Black Friday's Black Dexter champion Friday, champion 3-time winner, 1-time gang loser. Inbred Red Boy dog. Quarter Surreals on the bottom. Champion Jacobs Rachel. Inbred Red Boy dog. And that pedigree that's a fake pedigree right there. Yeah. So all of Red Boy winning kids, no JOCKO with it. Just Red Boy bred back to himself.
Yeah. You had Rachel, Yellow John,
Yellow John was a champion. Hog
Ronnie.
Dog. Let me see. That's 1 champion, 2 champions. Yellow John was a champion. Jacob Hog Dog was a champion. That's 2 champions.
Friday.
Friday was a champion. Yeah, Friday was a champion. Yep. So that's 3 champions and a bunch of 2-time winners. 1, 2, and Akins Ronnie. Was that a real pedigree? Yeah, Akins Ronnie. So that's another champion. That's what, 3 champions, 3, 4 champions.
Yeah, you gotta have 4 to be a run. They
The
got
numbers.
this Red Man dog too.
Red Man. Directly off of Red Boy.
Yep.
Yeah, Miller's Red Man. Did we count that one too?
No.
1, 2, 3.
3.
So it's what, 4 champions? Yeah, that's 4 champions. 4 or 5 champions.
5. 5 champions.
Now that's 5 champions with no help, right? He'll bring it back to himself, right?
Right.
Just stating the facts based on the information we have in front of us. You know what I'm saying?
And JOCKO had how many? 2 red back to himself? Or was they
Champion.
one of them had some Red Boy in it though, right?
So him with his champions with no Red Boy was Hubcap, because Beretta had Red Boy in the bottom. So Hubcap, no Red Boy. Shit, that's it. Because he produced what, 2 champions, right? Hubcap and Beretta. Hubcap, Beretta. Yeah, just 2 champions. And Hubcap was the only one with no Red Boy.
How many times they said JOCKO got bread?
Let me see. It's showing on here. Let me count this shit. It's showing 71 offspring. Do 70 different bitches. 1, 2. Man, that shit gonna be hard to count all these bitches. I wish there was a different way you can count the breedings.
Yeah.
Because some of them fucking eyes get to crossing up. Rose, polecat, pig, apple, chips. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. I want to say like 13, 14. Shit, man, my eyes about to cross up. I can't tell. But if somebody want to do, I want to say like the same, damn near, I think it's like maybe off by 1 or 2, but I want to say it's damn near the same number of bitches. But somebody else can try to figure that shit out.
Yeah, because I'm looking at about 15, 16 for Red Boy.
Yeah. And I already count like 12, 14 for what's the name before we get to the second page. So we're looking at the same number of bitches they were dropped on top of.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like Red Boy was bred to a whole way more bitches. You know what I'm saying? Even though JOCKO got took it.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's say, for example, you click on Brandy Girl, right? Look what Brandy Girl produced. Fanny, Tabby Girl. We knew who Tabby Girl went on to produce. Peaches, POR Dog, and Britches, full-time winner champion. Britches was triple bred on the great Bass Traps Red Boy Dog. 3-time winner. None going over 35 minutes. That sound like a dead game dog, or that motherfucker has some talent?
Yeah, one or the other.
Shit, if he was dead game and shit, you think he go a bit longer than 35, ain't it? Shit. I'm just reading what's in front of it. Nothing over 35.
Oh, they
Triple bred.
calling him a dead game animal, but they said nothing went over 35, but they said it was dead game.
Now they probably skull drink his ass in schooling. But when they cut them lights on, hey, you ain't got to cut the truck off. You ain't gonna be here but a minute. Triple bred red boy dog. Black brindle at that. So even when you look at his red boy grandkids and what them dogs went on to produce, you know what I'm saying? Like Tabby Girl. We already know what Tabby Girl, her claim to fame.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even when you look at Mr. Bulldog, he's behind a lot of good dogs. Peaches. Peaches gave you what? Look at what Peaches gave you. Devil Deacon and Hunter Red. Who Hunter Red behind? The dog everybody talk about.
Yeah.
The Boomer dog, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, gotta put a little respect on that old red dog name. That's all I'm saying. Just a little bit of respect. You ain't got to call him the greatest ever, but just a little bit of respect. What do you think?
The respect is warranted, huh?
I would say, but hey, that's just me.
It is. Everybody
That's
got
just me.
everybody got their either or they grievance or
Yeah.
they champion for the dog, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah. I just look at the facts. Look at the information that we have to
Yeah,
go
that's
off.
in front of you. You can't go against what's in front of you.
You
What's
know.
not?
Well, what?
Some
Huh?
people do.
Hey, I don't play that game. What?
Yeah.
Well, this was that. This was that. Motherfucker. Were you there? Well, this happened. They put such and such papers on. Okay, were you there? Do you know this for a fact? Would you put your life on that? If not, shut the fuck up, spreading shit you don't really know. You going off a story you heard or somebody told you. And stories, if I got a grievance with you, right, and I was fucking with you back in the day, and I ain't really fuck with you, and somebody asked me about your dog, man, them dogs wouldn't eat people like that, like any fucking way. You see how shit gets, you know what I'm saying? Like old people, how shit gets started.
Yeah.
Think about it. Competition. I done went through your fucking yard like a hot knife through butter. And if somebody asks you about my shit, what you gonna say, oh, that nigga got some hell of a dog. You gonna throw some fucking salt. Not saying you personally, but you know what I'm saying? With this competition. But motherfucker throw salt today. So think about back then when there wasn't no social media and all you had was word about. Hey man, what about them dogs ain't bred like that? He had my dog over there. I believe some of them dogs off of my shit. You know what I'm saying? Then that story goes, because your OG told you that story. Now you go tell somebody else. But my OG told me some of them dogs ain't bred like that. Because his dog was over there, you know what I'm saying? And the bitch never had puppies, but these puppies pop up. Okay, were you there? Was your OG, you know what I'm saying? How can you verify that story?
Yeah.
I don't do the, especially when you talking about 40, 50, 60 years ago. Like, I don't play that. You know, hey, motherfucker, when you standing there when them dogs was tied together, so how the fuck you know?
That's a fact.
All I know is this motherfucking leg, the genetics they say coming off this motherfucker, I like them and I want to fuck with them. And just keep it moving.
That's all you can do, man.
All you can do. But I mean, it's good to talk a little shit about what was back in the day. But you know, the Redboy dog, I mean, hey, motherfucker was a motherfucker.
Yeah. You gotta give him his just due. I mean, the numbers
Got
don't
to.
lie. We can people can shoot, you know what I'm saying? The
Exactly.
whatever they want to, but the numbers, it's there.
Yeah, yeah, dogs, the dogs are the dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They are what they are.
The dogs are there, they still here today. So,
Red boy blood is still out here.
yeah.
Motherfuckers still want good red boy shit.
Bet.
You may not rate heavy, but ain't nothing like a good red boy dog. Shit, ain't nothing like it. Now the motherfuckers gonna bark all fucking day and raise hell all day. I mean, them bitches don't got no mute button. But hey, them bitches I'm talking about, them bitches bark all day. God damn. But you know, long live the dog game.
Yes, sir. It was another good one, Mr. James. You know what I'm saying? I know you said you didn't have too long.
I know I'm supposed to be in the fucking gym. I'm about to get off now.
Yes, sir, man. Salute. Bulldog
Salute, brother.
Network.
Yes, sir. Y'all
JOCKO and
boys salute.
Queen. JOCKO and Queen. And who? Redboy and Honeybunch. Two dynamic duos. I say you can't go wrong with either choice you make.
Oh nah, you definitely can't. You definitely can't. All of them Hall of Famers in their own right, deserve their respect for whatever contributions they played to the game. Salute to the dogs that set the foundation for the shit we feed and scooping up dog shit out.
Facts. 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 That's facts. Well, we gonna ride out, man. Salute, Mr. James. Who else we had in today? M1. Uh, Black Hulk. Got that. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's the Bulldog. You. We out of here.
Peace.
Yes, sir.